Ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. At the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open left side is Brown. A short gain here, maybe a... Yard to the 29.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he stopped immediately there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
gun. Watson. He's got his target. It's caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
Ravens.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Carried by number 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19-yard
speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to defend. But how about his development?
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quite get there. Tackled down at himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defense.
Will add on to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson.
19, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson is going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
10 at their own 47-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Spins past him. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From midfield now, here's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Merwin Gifford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half coming my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Ryan Johnson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. It's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
For Baltimore.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Another run here with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. Jackson going to hold on to this. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On the option, it's Jackson. Able to slither by. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Touchdown from 3 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you're talking about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And 3.
Watson off play action. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. QT. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans cut into that lead. And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
7-yard line.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Texans 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 27, Watson. He gets it over the middle of the column. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
We dominate today.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 1st down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Dungy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Down and 1.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the row.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's right. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, 91 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds is right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
Here we go! Here we go!
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1.